Hi, how you doing? Justin here. In this lesson today we're going to be checking out the song Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. We're going to be doing a super easy guitar version. This song only uses the chords A, D and E, which if you're doing my beginner's course, which I imagine some of you are, you'll find that they're the first three chords you learn. It's also really easy to strum. You can kind of jazz up the strumming a little bit if you want, but you can strum it really simply and it sounds really nice, mainly because the melody's so good. So we're going to do that. I'm going to go through not just the chords, what they are, but there's some little tips on how to change between them as well, and the sort of things that you should be checking out. I'm just going to play it for you to start off with, so you kind of got a bit of a vibe on what's going on. Starting off with an A chord, and we're just going to be doing 4 down strums per bar for now, and then I'll show you how you can kind of get the strumming a little bit cooler later on. So if we have this 2, 3, 4, don't worry, this is an A chord, about a thing, 2, 3, over to D, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Sing it, don't worry, about a thing. Gonna be alright. Now in the verse, the lives up this morning, smile with the rise of the sun. That's down to E, back to A. Three little birds on my doorstep, sing a sweet song. The melody's pure and true. Sing and this will be my message to you. Don't worry, and then you're back into the chorus again. So it's really straight. We've just got one verse sequence, one chorus sequence. The words are the same in each one as well. So if you're after a good song to play around the barbecue, or at a beach party or something, it's really good. You can even play it after you've had a beer or two, because it's really straightforward, and that's what we like, So let me go through the chord sequence first of all. Now I'm hoping that you know how to play your A, D and E chord, right? And that you should have been, if you don't, go and check out the beginner's course and follow it through until you're at the end of A, D and E, and you should be here. So with the A chord, we're starting off there with 2 bars. Now when I'm talking about a bar, each bar has 4 strums in it. So the beginning, don't worry, 2, 3, about a 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're changing to a D chord. Now changing to a D chord from an A chord is really straightforward. If you're using the fingering that I recommend on the website, you can leave your first finger where it is and just move your second and third fingers and you'll get to your D chord. So one of the good things about playing that fingering of A. The traditional fingering, like the one I learned, using 3 fingers, 1, 2, 3 in a row, means you have to move your fingers around a bit more for these chords, so do check that out. When it goes to the D, we're there for 1 bar, so just 4 strums. Every little thing is gonna be all, and then we're back to A, 2, 3, 4, and then it's exactly that sequence again, so another 2 bars of A. Don't worry about a thing, 2, 3, 4, then to D, 2, 3, gonna 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So just using all down strums on that works really good. So that's the chorus. It's done. It's just A, D, A. 1 bar on each one, and you do that whole sequence twice. Really good. Nice, easy tune. This is what we like. Okay, into the verse. The verse is doing 4 strums, 1 bar on each chord. And the sequence is going A, then down to E. Now just stop the pause there for a second. When you're going from A to E, again, if you're using that the fingering that I recommend for beginners on my course with to change from A to E, all you do is lift off your second and third fingers, slide your first finger back because it stays on the same string but moves from the 2nd fret to the 1st fret, and put the chord down, and then you're off, and then you're on E. So you've got 1 bar of E. Back to A, little bird, and then it's going to D chord. First finger stays the same, then it's back to A chord, then it's going to E, singing D, this is my message for A, sing it on, and that's it. That's the chorus is done as well. So it really is straightforward. Now I'm just going to go to a quick close-up and show you these transitions between the A and the D and the E, just to make sure that you're there and you're doing it the right way, because it does make your chord changes quite a bit faster if you try this little method. So let's go to a close-up. Okay, here we are for a close-up. So here's the way that I'd recommend that you play the A chord. Now the traditional way is to use fingers 1, 2 and 3 all in a line like that, but I've found that I've been teaching with this method for a number of years now, like 10 years or something, and it really speeds up the process of learning those initial chords. So this fingering is the one that I'd recommend. If you start with your first finger down, these are all in the 2nd fret, but this is on the 3rd string, then you reach over with your 2nd finger and put that down in the 4th string, still 2nd fret, and 3rd finger sneaks underneath all of that onto the 2nd string, and they're all in the 2nd fret. That's your A chord. Now to change to a D, you can see 1st finger can stay where it is, the other 2 come off, 2nd finger goes down on the thinner string, also in the 2nd fret, 3rd finger goes down there in the 3rd fret. We've got our D chord. Remembering with the D chord that you're trying not to hit the thickest string, right? This fat one over here, you don't want to hit that if you can, because it sounds a bit doesn't sound very in tune, so just watch out for that one. Then we're back to A chord. You can see 1st finger stays, the other 2 fingers come up and down they go. Now changing to an E chord, first those 2 fingers come off, 2nd and 3rd, 1st finger slides back 1 fret and the other 2 fingers go on. And you've got to our E chord, and to get back to A would be those 2 off, 2nd finger slides up, 1st finger slides up, and then we're back again. Now in this part of the song where it goes E to D, you've got E, those 2 lift off, slide up 1st finger, put down D chord, and then back to A chord. It's a really, really nice way to get those changes. Well, I hope all that makes sense, and that you can sort out this cool way of using the little slides with your fingers to help speed up the chord changes. It really, really is a nice little tune to play, very simple to do. Now the strumming I mentioned at the beginning is just using down strums on the beat. Now, if you wanted to sound a little bit more reggae, you'd have to put them off the beat. So, at the moment we're doing don't worry about a thing. But if you move those to the off beats, which this can be quite a hard concept, so don't be upset at yourself if you don't get this straight away, but for those of you that have already been working on your rhythm, you might like to try this. If you know that in a bar you've got 1, 2, 3 and 4, and in between each one of those you've got an and, so you'd count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If you strum, you just use your regular down strum still, but put on the ands, it suddenly sounds a lot more reggae. So you get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, don't worry about a thing. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Singing don't worry about a thing. Gives you a really up feeling when we play on off beats. So that can be a nice way to kind of jazz up your strumming a little bit. You could apply pretty much any strumming pattern to it that you wanted really, but just playing it really straight works. Doing your down, down, up, up, down kind of strumming doesn't really sound that good. Don't worry about a thing. It's not too bad, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. So that would be down, down, up, down kind of strumming, making sure that you keep your hand moving, and check out the strumming lesson, which will teach you how to do that pattern. But really, in this sort of style, that offbeat strumming is probably the best one to use. So, okay, I really hope you, I keep saying okay so, it's really funny, Jed keeps taking the mickey out of me for doing it on my video. Okay so, okay so, okay so. Okay so, now we're done, okay so. Let's finish up. I hope you've enjoyed that. Go and check out the PDF. Good luck with your beginner's course if that's what you're doing. Remember that your fingers are likely to hurt a bit when you're practicing this stuff a lot. It's dead normal. Just keep practicing and you will get there. If you're struggling with the changes, don't forget to do the 1-minute changes exercise, which is a video in here called Make Your Chord Changes Faster. So go and check that out too. Please subscribe if you don't already. Join the mailing list on my site, and I'll see you on the forum if you've got any questions to do with it. Take care of yourselves, dudes and dudettes. See you soon. Bye bye.